Hi everyone, welcome back to JPWHU TV, live on YouTube and Periscope for the West Ham versus Burnley live watch along with me, your host John, and as always, I hope you guys are all doing well. This is a very, very nerve-wracking game, but as always, guys, this video is sponsored by the channel sponsor. Where are we? There, freeretro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase retro kits from the 60s all the way through to the early 2000s, including the 1976 home shirt that inspired this season's home kit. Yada 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 yada. You know the spiel, guys. But as always, any purchases that you guys make during this game, this live broadcast, or any other purchase for that matter, the commission that the channel would normally be getting will be going directly to Isla's fight. So to the NHS, I should say. Apologies. So thank you to everybody that may be making a donation. Well, there's only one person in the chat so far, which is the usual Dale. Hello, mate, saying 3-1 again, so he's jinxed us. Stuart's in. Hello, mate. Hope you're seeing. Hope you're doing all right. Decking BT2. Okie dokie. Didn't know there was a decking for BT, but okay. Chad's in. Hello, mate. Hope you're doing all right. So, okay, as always, guys, let's go through the team sheet first and foremost. I absolutely called this in the preview, and it is down to the letter. Maybe not in the position. We'll find out in a few minutes. But Fabianski in goal with the back four: Fredericks, Ogbonna, Diop, and Creswell. Souček and Rice as the holding midfielders. The midfield attacking three of Bowen, Yarmolenko, and Fornals. Looks like Fornals is going to be in the centre midfield position, and there's also Antonio up front, which is always fantastic. It's always a good thing to see for him doing that. On the substitute bench is Randolph, Johnson, Balbuena, Lanzini, Noble, Wilshere, Allaire, Masuaku, Yeti, and Johnson. For Burnley, the setting up in a 4-4-2, I should imagine, basically with Pope, Bardsley, Long, Tarkowski, Taylor, McNeil, Westwood, Brownhill, Pieters, Rodriguez, and Vidra. On the bench is Goodmanson, Wood, Brady, Peacock, Farrell, Thompson, Dunn, Benson, Goodridge, and Driscoll, Glennon. Bear me 2 moments, guys. Oh, they're telling the adverts is getting a little bit too loud for my liking, as they always do. But yeah, as I said, I called it. We're in a 4-2-3-1, and I called Yarmolenko starting, which he is. So I'm really, really happy with that. Rick, hello, mate. Hope you're doing all right. Del, yes, we can remember. We've seen your previous message a few seconds ago. Stuart Moise has got it right for a change. Hopefully, mate. Yeah. I mean, I did say in the last daily live chat before the Newcastle game that there is a good shout for having Yarmolenko out on the field for the Newcastle game, but I didn't think it was the right time to do it. Now that it is, and I'm glad that Moyes has actually made that the same decision as well, for that matter. Very, very good, from him. Very attacking lineup as well, for that matter. Ari, hello, mate. I'm right, mate. Hope you're doing all right. Allaire on the bench. That's great. Yep. Del, shut up. Stop spamming the chat. But yeah, it's Wednesday evening now, guys. Hump Day is officially well and truly on its last legs now. This is a massive, massive game for us. If we win, if we get a result tonight, we can pretty much go 7 points clear. If Burnley win, then they can go 8th. So this is, with a point behind Arsenal as well, for that matter. They can overtake Spurs. So part of me wants that to happen, but at the same point, I don't want us to not lose. I don't want us to lose this game, and I don't want us to draw it either, to be honest with you. This is because Saturday is going to be a very, very vital game, more so for Norwich than it will be for us, because if we beat them on Saturday, it's pretty much the nail in the coffin for relegation for them. It's the last nail. It will be pretty much confirmed that they will be relegated. There's no way they're going to be able to get 10 points from the remaining 3 games. It's the remaining 4 games. So it's pretty much nailed on. It's pretty much nailed on that they're going to be relegated if we beat them this weekend. But keep an eye out for that. That's going to be coming out as always. It's going to be coming out tomorrow evening, 8 o'clock. So keep an eye out for that. But yeah, guys, give me your thoughts. I mean, I know Del's given us I know Dale's given his thing, but Harry says Phil Bardsley's still playing. I thought he was retired. Beardsley, yeah, he is. Beardsley, Bardsley, you silly bugger, not Beardsley. Bardsley, yeah. But yeah, so give me your thoughts. Everybody else that's watching, everyone else, there's just Dale watching by the looks of it on Periscope. So guys, the 10 of you that are watching it on YouTube, by all means, please do let me know what you think the result's going to be. And more specifically, who do you think the substitutions are going to be? I don't think we're going to see Allaire tonight. I really, really don't. If we do, fantastic. I'll be very, very happy with that. But if we don't, but at the same point, if we don't, I won't be too disappointed because it's too much of a rush. Too much rush. Harry says low scoring game, I reckon. Fair enough. I can't agree with you there, mate. I'm afraid because Burnley have had quite a good scoring ratios recently. Maybe a 1-1, possibly. Maybe 2-1, 3-1. You never know. Dale says good team, strong. Won't be easy, but a win. It won't be easy at all, mate. They are a massively inconsistent side at the moment, Burnley. But no more inconsistent than we've been, to be fair. So, you know, it's going to be a make-up. Dale, shut up. Chad Cartwright says 2-1 to the Hammers. Yeah, so I've spoken to Russ and I've begged him to make sure that we get the old school tunes back over the tannoy. You know, I've begged him so we can have we can have songs like Coldplay's Paradise, and what was the other one? Anyway, there's a playlist I set up on the channel. If you want to guys have a listen to it, it's my favourite songs that we have before the game officially. Start listening to it when we had when the game was when I was setting up, I was listening to all the tunes and they were very, very, very good tunes. Very love those tunes, and it makes me miss the ground more than going to football more than ever. But yeah, the guys are just walking out now, so it's good. So we've got a couple of minutes, and very glad that my BT pass that I got from the match day pass. Well, it's not really the match day pass; it's just an access for a few hours. Dell says, I'm on the Champions and Brandy tonight. The farm all together now. If you say so, guys. If you say so. But Trevor Bricking, bless him. The legend that is Trevor Bricking. But come on, guys. There's more people chatting. Come on. Talk to me, people. Talk to me. Come on and talk to each other for that as well, for that matter. We're supposed to be watching this together. Eden, good evening, mate. Hope you're all right. Why do managers do that? Put their hands over their mouth so they can't lip read. Rick says, you're saying 2-2. It'd be nice to get a win, Rick, to be fair. But yeah, it'd be nice to... It's your pre-match jitters, I know. Just have a look. The team sheets are being confirmed once again. Just see up the... let's have a look to see what formation it is. I know we're on a 4-2-3-1, but don't know if Yarmolenko's left or right. I'm guessing he's going to be on the right-hand side, with Bowen on the left, but I put it. That's what I reckon we would do. But no, they're not showing it. They're being cheeky buggers because it's too close to kick off. That's probably why. But we'll see in a few minutes anyway. Andrew Ross says Hammers 4, Burnley 2. Evening, mate. Come on, you irons. Marie Brown says hello from Seattle. She's saying 1-0 Hammers. Welcome. Roy's back. Hello, mate. Come on, you irons. Give us your prediction, mate. Dale says no noble is a start to a new future. Possibly, mate. Possibly. Here we go. So, yeah. So Yarmolenko's out on the right and Bowen's out on the left. I would have done it the other way around myself, but yeah. So yeah, yeah. Burnley are a 4-4-2. So potentially we could exploit the gaps with our formation, but you know, with Vidra and Rodriguez up front, it's going to be very, very, very difficult. It's going to be a hard-fought game, but it's going to be fun. I think I'm hoping it's going to be fun. I'm bloody praying it's going to be fun. But you know, I'm beaten in our last two. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not a bad decision at all. Roy says 3-1 West Ham. Sweet with that, mate. I'm very, very happy with that. And but yeah, there's more people piling in. So newcomers, guys, by all means, please do let me know your score predictions out of seeing these two team sheets. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, just as they're about to kick off. So just to run through it again quickly, is Fabianski in goal, back four, Fredericks, Ogbonna, Diop, and Creswell. Souček and Rice as the holding midfielders. Bowen out on the left. Yarmolenko out on the right. Bowen out on the right, Yarmolenko out on the left, with Fornals in the midfield sitting behind Antonio. For Pope is Barsley, Long, Tarkovsky, Taylor, McNeil, Westwood, Brownhill, Peters with Rodriguez and Vidra up front. On our bench is Randolph, Balbuena, Lanzini, Noble, Wilshire, Allaire, Masuaku, Ayeti, and Johnson. On Burnley's bench is Goodmanson, Wood, Brady, Peacock, Farrell, Thompson, Dunn, Benson, Goodridge, and Driscoll, Glennon. So it should be an interesting game. Should be a. I think it's going to be a tight one. Rick, I think it's going to be tight. I really do. So Burnley have kicked off. It's a clash already within a few seconds. Yarmolenko. Fredericks back to Yarmolenko. Yarmolenko boots it up to the ball, trying to find Antonio, but unfortunately he's been held. And so we've got getting in the space already. It's not good. Bowen trying to get the ball out. Yarmolenko, they're playing header ball at the minute. Fredericks, Yarmolenko, a little bit asleep then, unfortunately. Hajjad, hello mate. Good afternoon, JP and everyone. Hope you're doing all right, guys. Glad you made it this time. I know because you missed the premiere of the preview, but I'm glad you made it. Andrew Ross says Yarmolenko and Souček, of course. Antonio on fire. JGM, good afternoon, JP, and the others 2-0 win incoming. Be nice, mate. Be nice. So yeah, showing the same weaknesses as Norwich are showing at the minute. They're getting too easily into the back four. Really are. I mean, fortunately, we're right with the defending so far, but it's been tricky. Yarmolenko passes back to Fredericks, who passes it back to Yarmolenko, who passes it through to Souček, passes it through to Yarmolenko. It's looking a bit rusty, bless him. And he loses the ball there, just as I say it. Fusion's in. Hello, mate. Key, hello. Haved says, my alarm set, left the kids with the wife so I can watch the game on TV and stream you on my phone. You're showing my phone. Cool. That's exactly the way you should be doing it, mate. I hope you got your phone plugged in, because it's going to be another, at least it's almost, we're going to be with us for a couple of hours, mate. So I hope you got your batteries all fully charged. So Fabianski with the goal kick, or free kick, I should say. And headed out. They're just saying about how bad we've been at our ball possession. It's been completely true. Don't know what Rice was trying to do there, but so Antonio on the ball, chase it ball. Mikey, come on, you can do it. That's it. Keep the ball. That's it. Souček going for it and blazes it well over the bar. Not a bad attempt, no. Not a bad. Almost 3 minutes on the clock. Haved says, battery fully charged, belly full, and a horn full of mead. Mate, I haven't heard mead for a long, long time. Long time. So the goalkeeper's pissing, Nick Pope's pissing about with the ball as always. Right, so for the second game in a row now, I'm not listening to the fake noise. So it'd be interesting. It'd be interesting to see if I can hear what those guys are saying while we're talking at the same point. So yeah, but ball just being passed around loosely by Barnsley, by Burnley at the moment. So Fornell's getting shoved off the ball a little bit too easily there, unfortunately. That's why Creswell, I should say, being shoved off the ball a little bit too easily. Fredericks a diving header of clearing it out, but Andrew Ross predicts 17 minutes, first Yarmolenko's first goal after 17. Well, we'll see, mate. We've got 13 minutes left, so let's have a look to see if you're right. Hope you haven't put a bet on it, mate. Fredericks. Bowen. Movement. Come on. That's it. For now, you could have had that. Bobby Johnson, hello, mate. 2-0 win coming to you, Irons. So it's a Burnley throw-in. So Fredericks with the throw-in. Come on. So Ogbonna. So Diop to Ogbonna. Antonio to Creswell, but it goes out for a throw. West Ham throw. Terry, hello, mate. Hope you're doing all right. Still think that's my cousin Phil. So good to see you both back on Periscope. That's good. So Antonio, not the best of ideas, mate. Bobby says, what's your score prediction? I'm hoping a 2-1 win, to be honest with you. I've got a horrible feeling it's going to be a 1-1 draw, but my prediction is 2-1 win. Because we're not keeping a clean sheet. We are not keeping a clean sheet. We haven't kept a clean sheet for Christ knows how long. Terry says, I had to change my name after announcing I supported Liverpool. So, Diop to Creswell. Just. Fornals gets it. Passes it now. No. There you go. Up to Antonio, who gets pushed, and he does a bit of a... There's a bit of a dive, to be fair, but, you know, he's literally... Woo! But, yeah, it's a foul nonetheless. Not drawn. This woman commentator Karen somebody. She's saying he's drawn a foul. He hasn't drawn a foul. It was a foul. So who's standing over it? So it looks like Creswell's going to take. No. Yeah. Creswell booted in. Gathered by the goalkeeper. Quite easy for him to catch, to be fair. So check waiting to see what the goalkeeper's doing. We're still keeping Burnley still keeping the ball. Excuse me. I mean, our back four looks so much strength since having Ogbonna back. We really have. Rodriguez passing it through to Taylor. Put ball in. Jesus Christ, that was close. That was close. Rodriguez almost had a shot then. Pieters. Sorry, I should say. Pieters almost had a goal then. Not bad. This is what I'm saying about that these guys easily cutting through the back four. There's a bit of shutting off by Fredericks there. I mean, he's just kicking his foot out at the back. I mean, he had perfect. Yeah, Pieters had enough time there, but yeah, it's not good. It's not good. I mean, they've had so far in the 8.5 minutes now. It's been all Burnley, as we would expect, to be honest with you, because we're just trying to sit back and counter attack them. It's a bit of a shame. Antonio's doing his Upton Park throw-in. There you go, right into the box. Nobody watching the ball properly. Shocking. That we could have had something. Rice heads it back in, aiming for Bowen but misses him. So Rice to Creswell, who gets fouled. I have to see the replay of that, but that didn't look good. That looked like a booking, to be honest with you. Guys, what do you reckon? Do you reckon that was a booking on Creswell? I mean, BT aren't showing the replay for some reason, so it must be. So Creswell takes again and easily. Oh, Pope fluffs it then. Come on, there's an opportunity there. Come on, Yarmolenko, come on. Through to Ogbonna trying to find Mikey then. Evening football friends. Hello, Mark. Andrew Ross says, think you will need another pint in a mo. This is the only one I got left, unfortunately, so I'm going to try and keep it as short as possible, keep it as long as I can. I mean, that was a great chance from Nick Pope's error then. Very, very good chance, but he's in my fantasy league, so I don't want him to concede too many goals. So, City have already scored, Jesus. 10 minutes in. Yeah, so Antonio fouls. It was blatant foul. So, yeah, it's right. It's right. Taylor's fouled, but it's a little bit of a click. But Fredericks is, that's a poor foul by Fredericks there. Yeah, Moyes isn't happy. It really doesn't look happy. There's Catherine. Need more positivity from the squad. Can't rely on counter-attacks to score every game. Agreed, mate. Totally. And a good save from Fabianski there. Quite easy from him from that free kick. So Diop booting it all the way to Mikey, but it goes out for a throw-in. So, coming up to 12 minutes on the clock, and to be fair, that time's gone pretty quick. I know, because we're obviously coming up to, 10 minutes and a bit, 10 and a bit minutes, we'll have the water break. But it's not been too bad. It's not been too bad so far. We've not, we're sitting back and trying not to lose this game, clearly, as it always is, but we're looking a bit more confident this time around. Fredericks. Antonio's pushed over. What? How is... That's not a dive. Patty Malloy says, could you put on one ex-West Ham great and new signing current? What would they be? So when you say put on as and have a guest, the guest would be Frank McAvenny, 100%. And the current great player, I would. I don't think it speaks English enough, but I'd bring on. I'd love to have Fornells on. I think that'd be a great conversation. He seems a really, really cool guy. Mark says, think a win tonight might be enough. Touch wood. I don't think it's be enough, mate, but it'll be close. It'll be close. If we can beat Norwich and beat Watford, then I think we're all right. I really do think we're all right on that. I do think we'll be okay if we beat Watford and Norwich. I think we'll be fine. Because I don't want it to go like everyone else. We don't really want it to go to the last game of the season, but there's a good chance it could. So we'll have to wait and see. Bobby says, "Are we getting played about, or are we on top of them, mate?" The stats are showing that 59% to Burnley at the minute, and they have pretty much dominated because, like I said, we're sitting back. So Creswell through to Rice, Yarmolenko passes it to Fredericks, a little bit late, ball in. Souček tries to go, but doesn't really happen, and Burnley clear. So you've got D up there. Creswell through it. All close. Souček tried again. He's trying, bless him. If you can't beat Norwich, there is no hope. Agreed, mate. To be honest, I watched the Watford Norwich game last night, and they gave up. They gave a good fight. Norwich. They gave a good fight. I mean, they buckled, bless them, but they did buckle. Patty's Malay says, "Would you take Payet now for Fornells?" No, I wouldn't. He's past it, mate. He's past it. I don't care what anybody says. He's past it. Their prediction. Hello, mate. Predicts 2-1. Nice to see we're being watched in Northern Ireland again, or was it Republic? I can't remember. So I think it's Republic. Rice loses the ball. So, yeah, Rice tries to pass it through to pass it over to Bowen, but it just doesn't work, unfortunately, and Burnley get a throw in. Good to see Rice as captain again. You're seeing a shot of Trevor Brooking with the official West Ham face covering. Terry says, "What's yellow and green that slides up and down the leagues to Norwich?" Bobby says, have to get Anderson on the bench. Bobby, he's injured, mate. He's got a hamstring problem. I don't think we'll see him again this season. I'd be very surprised if we do. Yarmolenko loses the ball. And it goes out but we get a throw from it as a result. But yeah, he's on the bench, mate. He's not on the bench. Dare says he's from southeast of Ireland. Yeah, so I couldn't remember which way around it was, but thank you for reminding me. Fredericks with the throw in at some point. He's got options. Souček, Fredericks, and loses the ball. Fredericks has got better over the last few games, but he's not good enough. Unfortunately, he's trying, but I can't say he's not good enough. I mean, I think it's a fitness issue slightly, but yeah, it doesn't really have. Mark says, any changes to the starting 11? Justin from work. Yeah, Mark, there is one change. Lanzini's out of the starting 11 and Yarmolenko's in. And you hear me saying Yarmolenko quite a fair bit. So Diop putting it up there. So Bowen is out on the left. I would have put him out on the right myself, but he's out on the left. It's fine. Oh, Yarmo slowed down a bit too much for that. So Burnley are playing the possession ball. Andrew says, I would take Paolo Di Canio before I even thought of Payet. Agreed, mate, totally. Patty says, ideal for the summer for the Hammers, mate. Sell the wasteland and bring in some young potential players. Patty says Payet could have been such a club legend in his opinion. He could have been, mate, but he wasn't because he couldn't keep his cock in his pants, and he threw three little Frenchy strops, girly little strops. So that's why he's not. Is that we've had enough of attitude players. Really have had enough of attitude players. So Burnley's still in possession. So there's not really much more for me to talk about. I mean, they're playing it around, and we're sitting pretty for the water break by the looks of it. And JGM says I take burgers before playing. I'll be very surprised if Pat knows who that is, to be fair. But yeah. So yeah, it's just looking a little bit off the pace. A lot of people jogging around a bit. I mean, it's understandable. We only played 3 days. 4 days ago. I mean, I'm very impressed with what. I mean, that is our throw-in, surely. Yeah. I've been very impressed with with Dyche, with what he's done with Burnley over the last few years. I'd take him as manager. I really, really would. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, he's a Allardyce player, manager, blah blah," but they're 10th, and they could be set. They could be 8th if they win this game. Do you know what I mean? Not bad. Bobby says, "What's your opinion on Souček?" I think I'm loving his. Excuse me. I'm loving his drive. I'm loving his anger, his hunger for it. But I mean, we haven't seen enough of him but I love his passion. I love his drive. The drive that he showed against Chelsea was unbelievable. Had his goal ruled out, but still went for it. Still try to get his goal. Absolutely love him for that. Mark says some players pie all the time. I was there when he scored that goal against Boris. So was I. Then he pissed off back to France. Yeah, he wasn't happy. I mean, for whatever reason, he, for the rumours were true or whatever, but just as we're getting a bit of a build-up. So Bowen, can you control it, mate? Yeah, controls it. Passes it back down to Rice, who passes it back to Bowen. Passes it through to Antonio. Come on, Mikey. Back to Bowen. Ball in, surely. No, passes it to Antonio again and passes it back to Bowen. Passes it back to Antonio. To make Teo. Antonio to Fornals. That's a dive, Andy. Come on, Mikey. That's a dive. Come on. Patty says Sean Dyche would be a great West Ham manager. He would. Agreed. Does he reckon I'm not saying that. You're an idiot. Yep, as Terry says, Man City are 2-0 over Newcastle. That's a Bowen, Rice, Ogbonna, Diop, Fredericks. He passes it back to Fabianski. Not the best of ideas. Fabianski's under pressure, but he clears it nicely. Yarmolenko, Fornals. Rice to Bowen. Souček, I should say. Fredericks. Yarmolenko. Fredericks. Fornals. Diop. Fornals. They are very, very organised. They don't care, Burnley. They're just waiting for us to slip up. It's going to happen. Yarmolenko, Fredericks. See, there you go. Let's wait for that error. Let's close the ball down. Yarmolenko just needs to be a little bit more on the ball. And it goes out for a Burnley throw-in. Andrew Ross says there's always one boot in him. Which player are you talking about, mate? Terry says Newcastle keep trying to play out from the back. Massive foul. You can't do it against a team like City. You really, really can't. And there we go for the drinks break. So we're halfway through the first half. See what the stats say. They're not that important. So yeah, they've had the slight advantage on possession. 54% Burnley. 2 shots and 1 on target. We've had 4 shots and none on target, which is understandable. Which is typical West Ham. But it's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, Moyes looks like he's giving people some good advice. Terry says Man City learnt that against Norwich early in the season. Agreed. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the lunchtime kickoff on Saturday. It's going to be an interesting one. I mean, this isn't too bad so far. To be fair, it's not all. This could have gone a lot worse. Yeah. Always there's always one. Boot him. Yeah. Grammatical full stop's not in the right place, mate. But yeah, no, yeah. So yeah, he's suspended. Yeah, it's just little teenagers trying to get their names on the screen. I mean, I take it as a compliment, to be honest. You know, people trying to get themselves known through this channel. Fine, but it's just. Yeah. Right, so Diop, Rice, Diop, Rice over to Fornells, to Bowen. Sorry, Fornells through to Antonio. Come on, Mikey, don't be selfish. Could have passed it, but so Creswell gathers. Rice, ball in, find it. Yarmolenko. Socek header it in, and Yarmolenko just stood there. He could have actually got in that position where the ball was going, but Chad asks, do you think David Moyes would play Grady Diangana next season? Apparently, he really wants him. Apparently, he's part of his plan, so we'll find out. Patty says, if Winston Reid was back in his prime, he'd do a good job at the back. Totally, man. Completely. He started out really fucking shit with us when we got relegated last time round. He was awful that season. Plied his trade in the championship and was just absolute beast. So Creswell through to Bowen. Trying to find Antonio, but doesn't. So Rice gathers the loose ball. Creswell again. Bowen again. In. Trying to find Antonio. It's not happening. It's Creswell again. Full nails. The commentator's totally right there. The final ball needs to be better. Fredericks, good pass from Full nails. Yarmolenko. Come on, use the space. Creswell. Yarmolenko. Bowen. Souček. Fredericks. Come on, static. Souček, great tackle. Great tackle. Fredericks. Souček. Losing the ball. Souček, technically speaking, that's a foul there. Fredericks. Loses the ball. Patty says, I think the Hammers should get Angel Gomez if they can. For what reason, mate? Just out of curiosity. For what reason? David Gold wearing the West Ham face covering like it's need only true Hammers here. Commentary is on awesome, John. Thank you, mate. Well, this is a watch along with. It's not just. I mean, it's nice to see that our possession's evenly balanced for a change now. But yeah, it's me watching it with you and you guys watching it with me. So it's nice. You know, we should be interacting more, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, we've actually got something to do. So Rice, Rice to Bowen, back to Creswell to Rice, Ogbonna, Diop, Creswell, Yarmolenko, Souček, Rice. Creswell. Four nails. Ball in. Yarmolenko. Starters. Souček goes for it again. Diop. Yeah, momentum's coming. You can sense it. Fredericks, ball in. Souček. Close. Mark says, take a bow, Fredericks. Almost, mate. Almost there. Patty says, well, Moyes knows him for his time at United. Lazy link. I know what you mean, but lazy link. And if Fornell's got him ready for the step up, I think he'd be great in front of Rice. Yeah, I see your point on that one, mate. Yeah. I mean, again, 5-6 years ago, I mean, don't get me wrong, he's doing well over in the French league, if I think, if I remember right. But yeah, he's not too bad. He's not too bad. I can't really see. I know what you mean, but I can't really see him starting over to someone like Fornells, to be fair. But just as Bowen takes the corner. Headed out. Very bad attempt at goal by Fornells. I mean, at least he's trying, bless him. At least he's trying. I mean, he's a good. I rate him. I think it's a cracking player. And he says, "Lazy link indeed." It is, man, because this is what I'm sick and tired. It's like with us being linked to, was it Phil? What's his name? That twonk in Man United and Jesse Lingard as well. Phil Jones. It's lazy links. It's lazy links just to get an article. Mark says, "Good wee spell there." Agreed, mate. I'm sorry. I know you're Irish, mate, but that came out a little bit Scottish, didn't it? But yeah, it was good build up then. Good build up. You know, we've got quarter of an hour left, and not too bad. It's not too bad, guys. Give me your thoughts. You know, we're on the half hour mark by the time you hear this. So let me know what your thoughts are. I think it was not doing too bad. In actual fact, we're slightly growing in confidence and possession. Ogbonna to Diop, then passing it through to Fredericks, who passes through to Yarmolenko. Souček back to Ogbonna, through to Creswell. Rice, Diop, Fredericks, Yarmolenko. Souček over to Creswell. Patty, don't even think about it. Rice, Ogbonna, Diop. Be nice to get out of our defensive third, if you don't mind. Thank you. There we go. Come on, our ball, surely. Well cleared, Diop. Very well cleared. Andrew says we need to get players like Bowen from lower leagues. We do. I've been maintaining ever since January that we were going to see a younger side next season, and I honestly think we will. It's not bad. It's not been too bad so far. To be fair, it's been good fun. It's been good watching this. But guys, give me your thoughts on how we've been over the last half hour. I think it's all right. I think we're trying to catch him on the break. Mark says Souček is some player he is, man. That's what I said. I love his fight, his determination. He's never given up. Patty says Coventry have a few cracking players. Totally. J. James says I'm in the US without a string, so relying on you, JP. Yeah, so no pressure, mate. No pressure. So far, the TU to me sounds like we're playing some decent football. Yeah, it was. It's not been too bad. It's not been too bad. As I say, I'm not swearing at anybody, so it's not bad. I can't believe I dropped the bomb again for Fredericks for Creswell. But he was awful that game. He was bloody lazy at that point. James Purnell, evening mate. Hope you're all right. John Maxwith, coming your own. Hello mate. Good to see you both. So it's not too bad so far. I say it's not. I'm impressed with this. It's not been too bad. I mean, Burnley have not exactly been. We've kept them relatively quiet, to be honest. After that little 5-7 minutes of their attack, we've kept them quite quiet, and it's impressive. You know, it's not bad. I hope you try and say something else other than that at the minute, but there's nothing else I can really say because. Roy says 30 million is a bargain for Souček. Totally. Andrew says, from your commentary, sounds like we've been up top the last 20 minutes and the goal will come. We've had a couple of, we've been close there, mate. We've been close. Dell says a bit sloppy. Yeah, with the final ball and all that. That's been it's been brilliant. The defending's been a little bit worrying in the midfield. John says he loves Souček's determination completely. Second ball, third balls, not exactly been perfect, but yeah, absolutely, Mark. I was about to say that we're knocking on the door completely. Patty says 10 shots to Burnley's 2, just need a few more on target completely. As Bob Dylan would say. So, Mikey, go on. Pass it. Yama started. He could have passed it through to Souček there. To be fair, he could have passed it. James says, "Is this the last season we'll see Mark Noble as a guaranteed starter with Souček and Rice?" We'll have to wait and see. Joof, hello mate, good to see you again. Who's the best player out there at the moment? I'd say it's probably a toss-up between Antonio, Bowen, and Souček. Those three are. I mean, everyone's playing pretty well. I literally just said a few minutes ago that, not even that, about a minute ago, that I can't really be angry at anyone at the moment because everyone's working. They're not working hard, but they're doing the necessary. So it's a bit ambitious from Yarmolenko on that replay there, but it's not been too bad so far. It's not been too bad. I mean, we're not really intercepting, whereas Burnley are. That's my criticism so far. We need to be playing interception football. We really do. But at the same point, as I say, we've got 10 minutes to go, plus whatever stoppage time is going to be. It's not bad. It's not been too bad. Burnley have been relatively quiet. If we get all 3 points out of this, it'll be mental. It'll be absolutely mental. But I don't think Dyche is going to run that risk somehow. I don't think he will. I think he's going to go all out for it second half. John says, do you think we will stay up? I'm not sure, mate. I'm really, really not sure. We're close. If we can get maybe 4 or 5 points from the next 3, maybe. I mean, I did say before the restart that we needed 9 points from 9 games to be safe, and we're on 4 from 4. So it's not bad so far. Patty says, what's going on with the lad? I don't know how he cost 40 million. It was 40 plus add-ons, mate. He's on the bench at the minute because he had a bit of an injury a couple of weeks back, 2 or 3 weeks ago. So it's not been too, but yeah, it's a good sign. I don't think he's going to play today, but it's a good sign he's on the bench. Chad says, if you was the West Ham manager, which players would you buy in the summer transfers? I can't, mate. Don't ask me while the game's going on. Come on, I'm supposed to be watching this. We'll talk about it in 10 minutes, mate. All right. Dale says, Wayne Dibley, mate. We are staying up now. Cease this going down stuff. I didn't say we were going down. I said I can't be certain yet. There's 4 points from 4 games is good, but it's not enough yet. It's not enough yet because we don't know. Messi. Thanks, mate. Thanks for calling me Messi. Much appreciated. I know you're clearly too drunk to focus on what you're typing, as usual. Yeah, 10 shots and only 2 on target so far. So it's been all us in terms of goal shots. So it's not been too bad. Taylor with a good ball. Sleep at defence. 1-0. Dang it. Okay. Sleeping defence again. John says we should have stayed at the bowling ground, more atmosphere and closer to the pitch. I disagree. I've been at games at the bowling where it's been quieter than the London Stadium. Everybody seems to think the bowling ground is this mythical. It's Creswell again, switched off. Trying to be fancy rather than doing the basic stuff. Patty says, but Souček was 30 million. That's nuts. I think Moyes will do a great job if he's given time. I'm not sure, mate, to be fair. But yeah, I know what you mean. It's exactly the same way we conceded that Newcastle goal. Exactly the same way. Just infamy up the other side of the pitch. That's a worry. That's a worry. Adam, I'm not answering that question because you know that you've asked that you've asked that before. Mikey with a really, really good chance there. Really, really good chance. Completely on his own. Panicked. Panic boot. Harry says, how did you miss that? It's a panic hit, mate. It's a panic hit. Unfortunately. Really is. Yes, you have. I've seen you ask that before. James, how we conceded that goal is so frustrating. Completely, mate. Completely. But no, Adam, I don't stream any games because I've worked way too hard to build this channel up for people to be too lazy and not use Google to see how you can watch a game. We live in a brilliantly modern technology world nowadays. And again, we all nearly had this before. Harry, you're totally right there, mate. We really need to fix the defence. It's quiet. It's switching off for that first goal, or ball watching, whichever way you want to look at it. But that's the thing, man. It's just that's really irritating though. That one. So check to Rice to Creswell. I would bring Ben Johnson on at half time. I really, really would. I really would bring on Johnson at half time, take Creswell off. He's really he's not had too bad a game, but he shouldn't have done what he did there to try and stop the ball. He should have made a bit more of an effort. JGM says, keep the faith. We scored 2 goals in each of our last 2 games. Antonio to Yarmolenko. Goes out for a corner. Actually, JGM, we scored 3. We've scored 5 in the last 2 games. 2 against Newcastle and 3 against Chelsea. But yeah. Big Yarmo close there. It was marked out completely. Corner, Bowen. Oh, good punch out from Fornals. Oh, Yarmolenko's too slow. He's slow to react. He's so slow to react. That's the only problem. Rice, Fornals. Rice over to Socek. Is that? Sorry, Bowen. Antonio. Adam, stop blaming the point. Just use Google. God's sake. John says, if we stay up in the summer, we need new defenders because we can see too many cheap goals, mate. We've got some. We've got some different. It's the tactics. It's not the defending. That's the problem. I mean, you're right, but we've had new defenders and we're still conceding goals. Harry, you can't count Yarmo, the goal that was ruled out. Otherwise, it would have been 4-2. It wasn't. It was 3-2. Tony says, "Come on, you wines. How's the game going? Just got home. It's not been too brilliant, mate. I mean, we conceded about 5 minutes ago. Good to see Yarmolenko is starting. Yes, Tony agreed. But Adam, if you ask that, you say one more thing. You're going to get blocks, mate. Because stop doing it. With a tone, Yarmolenko is just slow to react when something happens. That's the only problem. Patty says someone's probably told Burnley if they win, they go above Spurs. Yeah, they might have heard me saying it in the build-up, mate. But Creswell, Fredericks, Rice, not a bad ball, but goes out for a corner again. Mark says playing well and losing, but we're knocking on heaven's door again. John says score predictions. Already said it, mate. I still think it might be 2-1 or I still think it's going to be 2-1. I mean, I know Bobby asked the same question, but yeah. Dark Gamer, hello, Gaze. Hope you're all right. Corner in. Well taken by Bowen, to be fair, but comes back out. Bowen with the ball again. Ball in. Not connecting properly, just not connecting properly. So West Ham free kick. With a foul on Yarmolenko there. Oh, that was such hard work in the first half to concede the goal the way that we did. Exactly the same way as, or pretty much carbon copy of Newcastle. Almost a carbon copy. So 2 minutes. Patty says Moyes bollocking at half time. Yeah, you should be giving them a bollocking, man, because it had some poor things going on there. So Rice, Fredericks, ball over to Souček, but it goes out for a throw in just. We should be winning with the chances we've had. Agreed, mate. Harry says, would you bring on Alaire for the second half for a better finishing touch? I would do, but he's not fit enough yet. I don't think he's fit enough. I really, really don't. As I said at the beginning of the conversation after you joined, I'll be surprised if we see Alaire today. I really will be surprised. As Gonzo said, I'm not jinxing it because he's already said it. It would be typical West Ham to win against Chelsea, draw against Newcastle, and then lose this. It would be West Ham's way. It would be the West Ham way. Yarmolenko. What? Just watching the replay of the goal here now, and it's exactly the same as Newcastle. Exactly the same. Exactly the same, just the opposite way around. That's really bloody painful. Bobby says we go 1-0 down to Chelsea, and then we won it 3-2. Agreed, mate. I haven't said we've lost this yet, but I did say it is the West Ham way to win, draw, and lose. It happens all the time. John says it would be the West Ham way. Patty said it would be typical of the Hammers to lose this from Villa and beat United. Well, Villa's after United, mate, but I know what you mean. Yeah, Bobby, but the teams we should beat lose too. Yeah, that's the thing about football, mate. That's the whole thing about football is anyone can beat anybody. Anyone can beat anybody. It's just a fact. Just if the organisation is there enough for it. And quite frankly, at the moment, it's not. I mean, we had such good work for about at least 25, 30 minutes of that game, that half, and it was just it really does my head in. We have stuff like that. We all the players need to be putting it together and everything properly. Right, just gonna have a look to see at the fans mosaic, see if I can see where I am, because I submit my photograph up there. Bloody hell! Let's have a look. But guys, I say overall, it's not been too bad. Bar that goal, I think we've done well. I think we've done pretty good. But guys, let me know your thoughts on that first half. I mean, I know some of us have. Harry says, did you watch Watford versus Norwich game yesterday? Yes, I've mentioned it earlier. Paul says, Creswell, he showed he's just a ball watcher. Completely agree with you there, mate. Totally agree with you. Sorry, I just had to sort something out then. No, I can't. I'll do that later. But yeah, Mark says, unlucky, we were the better team. We were not for the first 10 minutes, mate. But it was all Burnley for the first 10 minutes. But yeah, the majority of the second half, we were playing better. James asked, "What's the new home shirt, JP? That your shirt looks like it, mate? It looks nothing like it. For one, this has got decent. It's got decent sleeves on it for a kickoff. The way that they've designed it, it looks terrible. It does look terrible. It looks lazy. It's lazy. It's quite frankly, it's lazy. The best part of it, and this is awful to say, the best part of it is how they designed the badge. It's as simple as that. That's how bad that shirt is. I really can't stand it. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I'm never going to get it. Patty says, Hammers have been better the side first half. Shouldn't be losing. Stupid error from Creswell and shaky defence. Yep, it's West Ham every single day, mate. That's half the problem. If Villa goes down, then Jack Grealish will leave and join Man United, very possibly. They'll have to sell him. Paul Nash, we're playing okay. Just usual lack of concentration again. Spot on there, Paul. Totally right. Harry says this performance is just like when we faced Brighton and Everton at home. Good at attacking, but defending, letting us down. Yeah, spot on there, Harry. Totally spot on. And James says agrees on the badge. Yeah. Now, if this stays the way that it is, and it makes Saturday's game massive, it makes it really massive because, as I said, it could potentially relegate Norwich. It really, really could relegate them. It's hard. It's hard of it. It's hard to do it. It's hard to take it, but. I mean, it'd be awful for them to be relegated with 3 games to go. It really would be awful for them to be relegated with 3 games to go. But we really have to step up with this second half. Really, really do, because it's literally Burnley and 9th, Sheffield United and 9th. Or 8th, sorry. They're both joint on goal difference. We're 10 points clear of Norwich, and we're 4 points clear of the bottom 3. That's how close it is at the minute. That really, really is close. Bobby says, heard Manu wants Rice. He's been linked with every single bloody football club. It's rumours. That's all that is. Don't pay any attention to it. Zari says, yeah, not shocked. Everyone wants him. Patty says, quick restock on beers, JP. Big half this. I haven't got time, I'm afraid. I haven't got time. JM says, Norwich will be bang up for it, although no fans being there will benefit us slightly. I don't think so, mate. We're not seeing anything out of the ordinary without fans. No, I don't agree with it. I don't. I'm afraid. Come on. James says, would you make any changes immediately at halftime or leave it as it? As I said, I would bring on. I'll take Creswell off and bring Johnson on. I really, really would. Just give him a run out at left back. I know he's a right back before anybody says, but or maybe take Fredericks off and bring him on. I don't know. It's just that the left and the right backs are just really shaky at the minute. It's hard work. It's hard work. Mike, hello, mate. Said, I'm hoping Burnley tire in the second half. You're not the only one, fella. You're not the only one. It'd be nice if they did. Can't see it, though. John Max says, need to get at least a point from this game. Agreed. Harry says, if we win, we're safe. No way Bournemouth and Villa are going to pick up 3 more wins. Anything's possible, mate. Anything is possible. You just never know. You just never know. I mean, we could go unbeaten for the rest of the season. Can't see it, but we could happen. Bournemouth could pick up a victory. Villa could pick up a victory. We've seen. That's what I'm saying. This fans or no fans, we've seen some funny stuff over the last few weeks. Some victories where we shouldn't have seen victories. We've seen some losses when there shouldn't have been losses. It's not just from a West Ham perspective either, just across the board. Ari says, keep Fredericks for the pace, take out Creswell. Yeah, fair point. Tyler Waite, hello, mate. Sojek has been our best player by far. Agreed. Well, I wouldn't say agree. I'll say it's a toss up between him and Bowen and Antonio. Those three have put a really, really good shift in. Really, really good shift. I know why you're saying it though, mate. But yeah. Bobby's asking the same question. Who's been our best player so far, JP? I've just answered that. Football is unpredictable. Don't write off anyone. Completely agree with you there, John. Troy, hello, mate. Crap, fullbacks, how predictable. Well, yeah, it's West Ham. I mean, they're just showing the replay of Soucek's chance then. You know, Antonio had a chance. Soucek had a chance. Fornals, technically as well, for that matter. Yarmolenko, we're trying. That's the good thing. It's not like we're just sitting back and not doing anything. We're giving it a go. That's what I'm happy about. And 1K of 1.6K, John. What? What do you mean 1,000 off 1,600? I'm at 1,500 and something. 1,587. It stands at the minute. So I don't know where. I think you mean 11 out of that, mate. Because it's 1,589 as it stands at the minute, mate. It's going to come up at some point. The rest of the team done well. They have, yeah. They have. They absolutely have done. Milo, hello, mate. What kit are Burnley wearing? They're wearing their white away kit. Ari says Yarmolenko has been unlucky. Unluckily, Burnley defence doing well against them. That's why they are in the position they are. It's just they are a good team. We're playing some. I know people say we've got the easier running technically, but we haven't. It's bloody difficult for us because we've got some good teams that we're playing against. Paul says Soucek has been the furthest forward on all got the goal scoring chances. Bring on Allaire and Fornals off. I know what you mean, Paul, but as I said, I don't think Allaire's match fit is fit enough to play yet. I really don't think he is. I want him to prove me wrong, as always. I want him to prove me wrong, but I don't. I know why you're saying it. But Ian, hello, mate. Good to see you. Spot on there, mate. Too many missed opportunities. Cresswell liability again. Yeah, hope we can make the most of this. Any chances in the second half? 3 points today would be massive for us. It would, Ian. Totally, 100%, 100%. You're absolutely spot on there, mate. I've been saying how bad Cresswell's not done too bad, but he was asleep for that goal. He wasn't trying. Also, I can't say he was asleep because he tried for it, but he wasn't doing the level that he should be doing. Let me put it that way. But yeah, you're absolutely right. He has been a liability in this first half, and I'm sure Moyes is going to give him a bit more of a blasting. I really hope they're going to give him a bit more of a blasting because it's not good. It's not good. Troy, I'm not going to answer that, mate, because I've already said my piece about Allaire at least twice in the last minute and a half. JP, every game is a tough game in the Premier League. No such thing as an easy schedule especially for West Ham. Completely agree, mate. Completely agree. Yeah. Very, very hard going. We make it difficult for ourselves. That's half the problem. But at the same point, that's half the reason why we love West Ham. Yeah, it's because we've always got this underdog cloud hanging over us completely, and it's a real shame. It is a real shame. John says, "Do you like Moyes as our manager?" I don't dislike him. Some of the things he does, some of the things he's done has been right. Some of it hasn't. Bobby says Lanzini for Fornals. I don't think Lanzini's going to make any difference, mate. If I'm honest with you, I really don't. I know he was involved for some of it against Newcastle, but Fornals was equally involved in it as well. So I can't. I really don't think that's going to be the case. I really don't. But yeah, so we should be kicking off any minute now because there's only a couple of minutes to go. Chad says, would you put Rice at centre back? No, I keep him where he is. He's a natural defender, but I keep him where he is. If something happens to Diop, 100% stick him back in there. But if the problem is if we put Rice in defence, our midfield is massively exposed as a result of it. That's half the problem. If, for example, if Diop comes on and if Diop comes off and Noble comes on, then whack Rice straight in there, 100%. Ari says, hopefully next game against Norwich we can play like how we did in our first meeting with them. that was sweetie bum time at the best of times, mate. Milo says, are Burnley wearing their 2021 kit? I don't know, mate. Come on. This is a West Ham channel. If you want to find out, go on the Twitter. Go on their website. Have a look. Patty says, scored more goals over the season than 19s, but defence is abysmal. I'm not sure who you're talking about there, mate, but Patty says, Rice is a great passer. He is, agreed. Troy says, how about Cresswell from Esawaku? Shut up. Don't even try it, Sunshine. Don't even try it. Paul says, if it remains 0-1, Moyes has to have the balls to change it. Will he? Of course, he will change it. It'll just be too late. Just be too late. It really will. As a reference says, by the way, this is Harrison. I wasn't able to go on YouTube as I've been busy with work. Right, so why have you got like your fourth account now? Bobby says, Rice, best defender in the league, defensive midfield in the league. Nah, he's up there. I wouldn't say he was the best, but he's certainly up there. She says, I just noticed why our team's wearing their new kits. We're not. We're wearing our current kit. Patty says, Jack Wilshere on the 60th minute. Probably nearer the 70th, mate, but very possibly. Harry says, Rice is in the top 10. Of course he's in the top 10. He has to be. There's only 20 teams in the league. Come on. Right, so they're literally about to kick off for the second half in a minute. Right, so Fornells kicks off to Diop. Here we go. Burnley on the attack. Come on, close them down. There we go, it's a bit better. Paul Nash says, we can do this. Hello, Paul. Patty says, true, might have a groin strain if you play 40 minutes. Sophie says, hello, mate. Sorry I'm late. You will be. Honestly, mate, you get later and later. Harry says, I think we should survive, but you never know with West Ham. And what do you think of tonight? Will we get any points? I'm not sure, mate. It'd be nice if we get a point. Don't get me wrong. But yes, you never know, son. You never know. Come on, you irons. So if you ask, what the fuck is wrong with these fullbacks? We were talking about that at just around about half time towards the end of the game, mate. It was the end of the first half, yeah. They're dodgy as hell. Dodgy as hell. James asks, would you take a point run? Yeah, of course I take a point, mate. It'd be nice not to be beaten, but we just don't seem to have the ability to get that goal at the minute. But you never know. We'll see what happens. I mean, technically, some of our goals have been coming from the substitutions. So let's hope it does. Go on, Mikey, get there. Ooh. So Fredericks passes it back to Fabianski. Oh, come on. Watch what's happening, West Ham. Come on, this is what I'm talking about, man. It's just getting ridiculous. As I said, I think we should be taking all 3 points against Burnley and Newcastle, but a point is better than nothing, I guess. Well, they're not easy teams, mate. They're not easy teams. So we were talking about that earlier. They're not easy teams. Newcastle have been unbeaten in their last 6. You know, up until playing City, which is completely understandable. You know, Burnley are 9th in the table. You know, they started off in 10th and the 9th as it stands at the minute. They're not a shit. You don't get to that part of the table by being shit. Do you know what I mean? There's no easy games. I'm fed up with people saying there's easy games. There isn't. We've got an easier run in than other teams, but it doesn't mean it's not going to be difficult for us. He says, Antonio said he wants to end his career at West Ham. Would you give him a new contract as next year is his final year on his current contract? Yeah, I would. This is we've Burnley got a corner. Well cleared by Diop. John says Burnley and Newcastle are good teams. There's 17 good teams in the Premier League. That's another corner. This is not how I wanted us to start the first 5-10 minutes. Punched out by Fabianski. Why could he hold it? Come on. Bitter is offside. Terry says, I knew I'd seen you on TV before. Yeah. Because you've been probably watching these games on your telly, you dozy bugger. Matthew Albright, road trigger, shut up. Harry says, are we Bournemouth Villa? Are we? Bournemouth Villa and Norwich, the crap teams. Dell says, spoiling team Burnley. There we go, a bit more possession now. Just as I say it. Intersection. Another offside. Is it Rodriguez this time? Yeah. You try it again, Kazai. Yes, mate. It's been a long bloody week. It's a long day today as well, for that matter. Patty says about the corner, who on earth was marking Vidra there? Well, unfortunately, he was offside at that point, mate. But yeah, you're right. Completely right. So, Bowen switched to the right-hand side by the looks of things. Milo, stop spamming the chat. As I said, you've got one more chance. Yes, Mark, I know what you mean. Terry says, these games are wearing you out. I'll put in a complaint with the Premier League. No, it's been hard work. It's hard work working from home. It really is hard work, especially in the job that I do. It is hard work. So, Ogbonna, Creswell. Yarmolenko. Antonio. Again, Yarmolenko's too slow. Too slow to react there. Right, so Frederick's not taking the throw in. So Burnley with the throw in. So Rice, Creswell. James is tougher than watching West Ham. It's close, mate. It's been close. It's been close. Dale says, tell you what's harder working from home, looking at the wine, then it magically opens. It's not hard. It's fucking easy, you dozy bugger. You and your middle class first world problems. Rice gives the throw-in back to Fabianski, which is a bit of a weird one. Mark says, good play down the right again. Agreed. Because Bowen's down the right now and Yarmolenko's down the left, which is how it should have been. So, yeah, it's good to see that Moyes switched the play round like that. But it's ball watchers, come on! Jesus. You know, we've done some good football, but it's just being silent. Harry said we've not looked good in the second half. We've had our moments, mate. We've had our moments. Sinead, need a goal. Come on, agreed. Yarmolenko. Diop. Antonio keeps the ball in, which is good. Ball in. No, don't. Really? What the hell were you trying for them? And Mikey, that's a legitimate play, Mikey. For God's sake, he's diving too much, man. He's that's about the third dive he's done so far. Creswell, Rice, Creswell. No, overlapping for Yarmolenko. Fornals, Creswell. Back to Fornals. Ball in from Fornals to Souček. Creswell, what the he's got to come off. He has to come off, man. I know he's tired, but he has to come off. Mark says, yeah. Fuck's sake, Groves. Patty says, looked like West Ham are setting up on the counter-attack because he doesn't trust the defence. It's been like that right from the last 2 or 3 games, mate. Dale says, tell you what, my stream is about 3 minutes behind. No, you're just drunk and you haven't realised that, mate. Mark says, Wood's coming on. No pun intended. Harry says, Creswell and Antonio off. He's knackered, bless him. Antonio's knackered. Terry says, Burnley will sit back, take the goal. They have nothing to play for. They've got everything to play for, mate. They've got everything to play for. They're a point behind Arsenal. And they're 4 points behind 6th. Wolves. Yeah, they've got everything to play for. They could get Europa League if they keep going this way. They could get it. They've got everything to play for. The tackle on them. Bad tackle on Fornals. It's not. Fornals telling the slugger to fuck off. John, exactly. Yeah. They've got Europe to play for. So Creswell. Fornals, Creswell. Yarmolenko. Losing the ball. Good defending from Fredericks there, to be fair, but not the best at ball control. So Socek, Fredericks. Fredericks with the ball. Good ball up to Creswell there. Bowen, sorry, I should say. Good cross. Good cross. Ooh. Trying to find Yarmolenko there. Bowen's injured. Yeah, bad. That was a bad foul. That bad foul. Mark says Bowen is a great signing. Re-signing all the same. He is, man, completely. Harry says McNeil is underrated and a good young talent. Terry says, "Trust me, mate. They will be going for. They are pushing for Europa leagues. You watch." Bones is working his socks off. Yeah, Harry, totally. So we just had that little bit more possession recently, but yeah. So Vidra off and Wood is now on. Oh shit! I just realised I put the wrong bloody banner up. There you go. Ta-da! Dime ball. Take me an hour and a half to realise. You can take that out there, actually. Get rid of that so I don't make the same mistake again. Surprised none of you guys noticed it, to be fair. So Yarmolenko with a free kick. Doesn't beat the first man. It's a good ball up to... gave the ball away there, Socek, but fortunately Rice was able to gather. Antonio. Yarmolenko. Corner. Thank you. Come on, go on, West Ham. Come on, your irons. Come on, my irons. Yeah. So Bowen taking the corner again. He's taken both left and right sides. Not bad. Ball in. Socek with a header. Just over the bar. Next level stuff. This, yeah, agreed. Oh, that's not good. That's a bad challenge from Tarkowski. He should have been sent off for that foul on Bowen. He really should. That was awful. City have now 3-0 up over Newcastle. So 20 points behind the leaders. Do you think Tarkowski should have been sent off for that tackle? Yeah, just said it, mate. Yeah. No way Burnley conceding from a corner. Well, unfortunately, that's right, though, mate. And it goes to our throw-in. Half an hour to go. So Bonner. Antonio, but he loses the ball, but gets it back. Sofian says, commentator saying that foul from Tarkowski was bad and possibly red. It is, man. Completely. He should have been booked for that little thing he's had on Antonio there as well. So either way, he should be off. So Valaire's coming on. So let's hope he proves us wrong. Prove me wrong. Valere coming on for Big Yarmo. Zach Bradley I mean, Bardsley, honestly, he's slow. But yeah. Fredericks in. Antonio to Allaire. Whoa, bit of a deflection that, wasn't it, surely? Mark said shit needing to score with his first touch. Agreed. Bowen's asking for the ball, absolutely asking for it, and he's completely right. In that instance, Allaire should be passing it to him. Click, bump, damn, Bowen, and back in the next 1-1. Well, Nails. Pope beats out. Fredericks. Bowen. Go on, son. Go on. Oh, nice try. Bowman again. Goes over. Ball loose. Ball loose. Goes out for a corner. Chad asks, do you think that Carlos Sanchez will play in the MLS next season? I doubt it, mate. He's poor. Right, so Bowen to Fornell's, back to Bowen. He goes out for another corner. Mark says Pope says everything. Agreed. That's why he's in my fantasy league team, mate. So Bowen again. Good ball in. And Pope gets there because movement's terrible. Creswell, Rice. Ball in. Ball out. Shake it all about. Fredericks loses the ball. Mikey, get there. That's it. That's it. Perfect play there, Mikey. Perfect play. Now what? What was Fredericks booked for? I didn't see what he did. Got 25 minutes left on the clock now. It's just not good enough at the minute. It's just not good enough. We're not pushing them hard enough. We're not taking the chances properly. Really not taking the chances properly. So ball up. Trying to find Allaire. Mikey. Yeah. Chess says we should have kept Marco Arnautovic. Not really, mate. I know why you're saying it, but Mary says don't. Honestly, don't. We don't deserve to lose. So Burnley on the attack still. Numbers in the box. Goes right through us. That's what I'm saying, man. It's ridiculous. Goes right through us. Just ball watching every single time. It's a cracking ball, but nobody going for it. Everyone just ball watching the whole time. Unbelievable. Patty says ref smoking something else. Mike Oliver. I hate Michael Oliver. He was a really good ref when he first started out. He's fucking shit now. Dale says I'd take a point now. Agreed, mate. I would, but Bowen, and again, Pope is on everything, man. There's like shit on Velcro. So now Man City are now 4-0 up. Unbelievable. 4-0. Jesus, Mahrez, Fernandez own goal, and David Silva. Totally, Troy. Totally. Hang on. Dice tactical masterclass versus Moyes. Completely agree with you, mate. Completely agree. It's just something really massively dodgy going on here. Really is dodgy. Bobby says Masuaku for Creswell. I'd bring on Johnson, mate. I keep saying it. I'd bring on Johnson. I trust him more than I trust Creswell. I really do. In fact, I trust him more than both of those players. Right, so here we go. 70th minute. Who's he going to bring on now? He's only made one substitution so far. We're very close to conceding 2 then. Terry says Newcastle will drop a place now on goal difference. Agreed, they are now 14th. Sorry, 13th, I should say. But that's irritating. That really is irritating. We really need to step it up. Moyes needs to make another substitution quickly, but I'm struggling to think of what, given our bench. I think he's actually played the best out of the bench. You know, because we've got Noble, Wilshere, Noble, Wilshere, Masuaku, Yeti, Johnson, Balbuena. I still think Johnson. Mark says we'll win this, is what Moyes does. Apparently. Oh. Yeah, of course I'm looking concerned, mate. We're losing. What do you think? What do you think I'm going to be doing? Dancing? Doing the hokey cokey? This is what real football looks like, mate. Harry says play a 4-4-2, but how? It'd have to be 4-4-1-1 at best, mate. He's not going to bring another striker on. Yeah, it's not intended. It's not intended, that Antonio challenge at all. I mean, I must admit, he's been a bit of a shitbag tonight, but I do like Tarkowski. He's a good player. I'll take him any day of the week. I really, I'd love to see him. I'd love to see him on our side. I think he's a very, very good player. Mark says Dr. Elbain. It's Albion, not a Bane. Albion a Jetty. Go on, Suchek. Right, sorry, I should Bowen, I should say. All we are saying is give Jetty a chance. To be honest, we have kick and rush tactics and endless crosses. Agreed, mate, completely. I agree with you, Harry, mate. I hate the git as well sometimes. They're just there. They're just more awake. They're more awake. Does Moyes realise we have 5 now, so we could make some, but the bench is just awful? Agreed, mate. That's what I'm saying. He's brought our best player off the bench. I mean, maybe Wilshere in a couple of minutes, but goal kick. 17, 18 minutes to go, and it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, this. Mark says, I swear, John Lennon, you did? You did? Harry says, Moyes is a bored muppet. He is. But at least the Muppets had some personality. Patty says, Tarkovsky's been class, got shithousery about him, but don't like to go up against him. Completely there, man. I know Dell's getting drunk because he's getting very polite very polite in his comments. I know he's a little bit worse for wear in the morning, mate. Somehow, with things, yeah. And good challenge from they lost the ball then. Unfortunately, Ogbonna caught it back. So check over to fucking hell, Fredericks. Why duck when a ball's coming at you, you dozy. Especially with shouts a man on as well, honestly. Jesus. Maybe Lanzini's coming on for that's why the camera's focusing on him. Yeah, Fornells is limping a little bit. So maybe it is going to be Fornells for Lanzini. Bobby says, don't think we'll bring this back. You never know, mate, but it's looking that way. Come on, Seb, get the ball. Yeah, exactly. Pressure on the ball. About bloody time. Harry says, Fredericks with no pace is League 2 player. Completely. So what's the word? What's the word, Hummingbird? I mean, we still got the better part of the possession, but not doing anything with it at all. Just lose the ball. Just losing the ball. Mark says, harsh, lads, harsh. Well, it's true, though, isn't it? It's true. It's just we just can't get the balance right. Football fan says, not going well, mate, but enjoying the streams. Thanks, mate. That's the whole point of this. Just try and get... Jesus! Oh, it's offside. It was close. Yeah, commentator's completely right. So said it's like his head's off. It was offside, and you can play the ball with this. You can play the ball with your head. So yeah, damn. Dale says, rest my case, bottling hammers. Great. Not going to be 3-1, mate. So you're going to go silent again, aren't you? Harry, as I says, I'm sorry, but this is all a shithole, to be honest. No one to bring on due to shit players. I have enough of it. Mate, you've seen bugger all, son. You've seen nothing compared to us. There's nothing. But we've seen a lot worse than this, fella. A lot worse than this. I know why. I know what you mean. But yeah. Good from the linesman. Yeah. Shaky defence again completely. Terry says Moyes needs to bring on Brookie. Oh, come on. Where's there? Who's behind him? Who's behind Souček for the follow-up? Nobody. God's sake. Mark is right. Throwing it high into the box isn't working. Time to play it through on the deck. Getting Lanzini on. Hopefully you can do something decent. Jad's now agreeing with me. Frederick's off and Johnson on. Agreed, but it's not going to happen. Quarter of an hour to go, pretty much. This is painful. I mean, I wasn't expecting much out of this, but I was expecting a bit more fight than this, to be honest. But at the same point, the games are coming thick and fast, aren't they? So. Dale says the Moyes sparer. Unbelievable. I mean, we're still 4 points clear, but it's not good enough. It's not good enough for us. I mean, we have to get a win on Saturday. We really, really need to go all out. Maybe Alaire's going to start. Go on, Mikey. No one's supporting him. That's half the problem. It's what letting him go on his own. No support, nothing. Rick says, to be honest, we should be winning this and Burnley should be down to 10 men. Completely agreed, mate. Definitely down to 10 men. And yes, we should have been taking more chances. Taking our chances better. Look, it's just static football. Just everyone standing around and go, what do I do? What do I do? So full nails. Rice with a long ball to find Bowen, which he does perfectly. And Allaire didn't realise he was trying to pass it to him. And Bowen tries to go run it back. So Jesus. Fabianski should have held that. He should have held that. This is getting close. There he says, if we survive, it's the same crap next year, maybe worse. And that's what I was saying the other week, mate. We really need to pick ourselves up, make some decent exchanges and transfers. We need to get rid of players. Yeah, who's blatantly onside. We were so lucky there. So lucky there. Harry said we should have kept Yarmolenko on. Yeah, to a degree, I agree with you, mate, but he was knackered. He's not fully fit yet, unfortunately, but starting and playing the period of time that he did is a very, very good, very, very good for him. Playing an hour's worth of football is very good for him, but he's just not doing anything. Moyes isn't doing anything. He just honestly, I just don't get it. I don't understand how we can just be sitting this back with 9 minutes, 10. Well, including the extra time, we've got like 11 minutes left. How can we not be making any more changes to try and mix it up? It's just a mess at the minute. It really is. It's a real shame. Harry says, no, Antonio's on, but Moyes keeps him on for no reason, and has because he's got no one to bring on. Disagree, mate. He's got the people to do it. He's just not doing it. We are defending for our lives here, totally. Demi Loire, Richards. What mode of goal did Rodriguez score? It was a header, mate. If I remember right, it feels a long, long time ago. See, all the trolls are starting to pop in now. Aaron says, "How many times has he played this year? He hasn't even given the chance." Agreed. Jazz says, "We had the most possession and still can't score." Yep, possession means nothing. Absolutely nothing. Not taking advantage of the 5 subs at all. Totally agree there, mate. And here we go. Yeah, he looks like he's going to be coming on for possible. I'm guessing Antonio. I'm guessing. Eight minutes, not enough time for him. Completely agreed, fella. Completely agreed. As I says, I mean, if we went down, there would be no VAR. Not necessarily, mate. I'm sure the championship might ask for it. Oh, come on. Come on, look alive, West Ham. Here we go. Oh, Jesus Christ. Not trying. Come on. Just try and do something. Get a corner or something. But everyone's just sitting back. I don't look bothered. We're losing, for God's sake. Come on, try and get a throw in, Creswell, or something. Just hit the ball so it goes out. Mikey with the ball up to Bowen. Ball in. Ball in. No one there. Creswell way too late. Fornells. Back to Creswell. Back to Fornells. Fredericks. Oh, for fuck's sake. Nobody running for the ball. Nothing. Rice. Oh, come on. That's way too... Right. We can see it now. We can see the change. Fornells for Yeti. Yeah. Yeah, completely, mate. These players need a proper fan giving them an ass kicking. Totally, man. 100%. So it just shows with no ball out of the side, we don't play any better. We don't play any better out of the starting 11. I mean, the offside trap's working, but we've got nothing else. We've got absolutely nothing else. He says 87 minutes. Ajeti on. Stupid keeping Antonio on. Stupid Creswell and Frederick still playing. Is still playing as a miracle. Agreed. Fredericks. Bowen. Again. Oh, come on. That's not intended. That's defending, Oliver. What are you playing at? I mean, yes, it's bad, but it's not intended. He's doing his job. But yes, it's a head injury, granted, but... Mark says, oh, for fuck's sake, it's just a softball. Get up, you pussy. Well, that's travelling about 30, 40 mile an hour, mate. I wouldn't say he was a pussy for that, because I say it's not intended, but it's... Dale says, I bet Norwich beat us, mutant magic. Sophie says, we have well and truly been shit house. Mate, we haven't. We've played shit. We've not taken the chances. We've just not taken the chances whatsoever. Mark says it's time wasting. I disagree with you, mate. The ball was heading pretty hard, so they're following the rules. I mean, it hits the back. It hits him on the back of the head there. Literally there. So it's travelling at speed. Mark says I'm damn well wrong with him, mate. Again, disagree. Come on, it's a head injury. I know you're angry, mate, but come on, you can see from him. Look at him. He's massively dazed. Sophie, and you're totally spot on there, mate. That's Burnley's game plan, to sit back and relax, missing chances, then hit us on the break. Agreed. And that's exactly what our game plan's been as well, for that matter. Completely the same thing, trying to hit them on the break the whole time. Harry says, if they're following the rules, Burnley would have 10 men. Agreed. This is how inconsistent Oliver is. Good ball in from... Freddie Levine jumping in at the last minute. Got your dark fruits, mate. Had it already, I'm afraid. Harry says, how much time is added? 6 added minutes. Nick's Pope is top 4 keepers in the league in his opinion. Agreed, man. 100%. He's definitely in the top 4. 100. Cannot argue with that whatsoever. But it's down to Oliver if it's a sending off. Yes, it is, but to be honest... Well, actually, Rick, I'll have to disagree with you there, mate, because if it's a sending off, it's a sending off. It's not down to Oliver. The rules are there. It's not for him to... As we've talked about before, mate, it's not for him to pick and choose what he wants to do. You have to follow the rules all of the time or none of the time. You can't pick and choose your chance, your positions. Bowen in. Mark says corner. We need the score here. We're totally, mate, especially we've only got a few minutes left. Come on, ball in. Straight through. Nobody going for it. That is unbelievable. Rice ball in. And again, no one trying to get it in this. Another corner. Hammers have played safe like they think they're going up. You mean, staying up, I think. You put it correct. That's the problem with Moyes. Hang on. Ball in again. Oi, come on. No, he didn't. But Hammers have played safe. I think they're staying up. That's the problem with Moyes. Can't take a game by the throat and bad substitutions and timing. Right, let's have a look at this replay of the call. That's oh yeah. Rick, it's not my opinion. It's fact. You can't if it's a booking, it has to be a booking. You can't pick and choose. That's not the point. Otherwise, if football's like that, then you have no rules. I don't know how many times we have to go through this, right? If there's no, if you buy, you have to stick to the rules. You can't pick and choose. What if it's a sending off? It's a sending off. If the whole of the fucking nation can see it, how can he not? Same thing with VAR. That's the point. It's the idiots in charge that are fucking this game up. Man City 5-0 now. Rick says fans don't understand it. That is why referee do it the way they referee. No, I know what the rules are, mate. You can see the whole document. I've done videos on it. Yeah, it's not picking. They're picking and choosing. If we can all see it, how is that not happening? For example, we've had loads of decisions where players that have not, like for example, the geezer, the Chelsea player, massive intent to scrape his studs down, Bowen's ankle. Massively intent, got him right on the Achilles tendon. Nothing, not a booking, nothing. You can't pick and choose. Right, so Creswell. Or Bonner. Or Bonner still. Antonio. Right, so Fredericks running with the ball, passes it to Bowen. That's it. Game over. Literally on the bark. Yeah. Sorry, apologies, guys, but I give my reasons as to why this is the fact. Rick doesn't. Rick is a very good mate of mine, but I've told to him, like Sophie, what I've said to you before, you need to give the reasons why. But he doesn't. He doesn't, and it just mugs me off, man. But in conclusion, for this game, yeah, it's just this is the fact. This is the fact that we've not taken our chances. Simple as. Substitutions have been the right call. He put out the right team. But he should have made more substitutions. Brought players on earlier. The amount of times we've always done that. And as I said to Marshy, and I'm going to be saying in the preview that's going up by tomorrow evening, Saturday is going to be a huge game now. Massive, massive game. Rick, just because you're a referee doesn't matter if you're level 1 or level 7 or whatever the tiers are. You still have to justify your opinions. I've done mine, so don't be so fucking arrogant. This has been a long time coming, mate. I've tried not to say it under this situation, but you have to give your decision why. So if it's just because you're a referee it doesn't matter what grade you are. You have to justify the reasons. This is why they have match reports. I'm not getting into it any further. But guys, as I said, thank you very much for your time. Apologies for having this, but you have to, as I say, I challenge anybody that doesn't prove what they're saying. I've done it with so. In order to give an argument, you have to give both sides. One side is not the other. So BC Coastal Pope won it for them to be fair. Yes, he did. Yeah, he did. So guys, thanks very much for your time. Yeah, I'll see you on Saturday, I suppose, for the watch along going live at 20 past 12. So all the best, guys. Take care. Hang on, let me just get the right bit up. Where are we? So yeah, all the best.